Bungie dropped a new game mode called Checkmate in PvP. And this has been really fun for me, because this is what I want competitive PvP to feel like. And I've noticed something. I've noticed that a lot of you guys, or at least the guys that I'm playing in my lobbies, really suck when it comes to using your weapons. I think there is such a crutch in Destiny about people having to utilize their abilities so much, or secondary weapons so much, that when you actually have to utilize a primary weapon as your primary weapon, you guys fall over flat. Let's talk about it. Alright my dudes, let's talk about this new game mode. So, a couple of key points you need to learn in order to play this game mode effectively. First things first, your abilities will charge 50% less, your supers will regenerate 50% less, and you'll have a little bit more health. There's also going to be a cycle to Checkmate. So, first one is going to be Control, that's going on for 2 weeks. It's going to be followed by Survival for 2 weeks, and then finally Rumble, and that's going to close out a 6-week testing cycle within Crucible Labs. So, that's the long and the short of what you can expect in the main key points, literally, of this whole video. The rest of it is just going to be me talking about how much I enjoy playing you guys in PvP, with connection being the priority, and with the gunplay being the gunplay, instead of just utilizing all abilities all the time. Now, you can spec into abilities, you can spec into intelligence and things like that to get a bit of an advantage on your opponent if you choose to do that. Your exotics will still work, so as you are in the game, you do have those advantages inherent to each and every class. But with that being said, it is not as prevalent, it is not as oppressive, because if you miss your shots, it's on you. If you play really silly, like you'll see me do sometimes, it's on you. Check this out, I tried using a grenade and a melee, and this guy still walked away. So the extra health, I'd say, is between maybe 10 to 20% or so. You cannot get away with doing something incredibly stupid and expect to live your way through it, but you also cannot use your abilities to take somebody out consistently enough to be able to get a higher KD out of it. You actually have to depend on your gunplay. Now, there's one cool thing I forgot to mention. The secondary weapon, like a fusion rifle, a shotgun, you don't lose your ammo on death. You keep it. That's really cool. And in order to get your secondary weapon ammo, you have to capture a zone. So I like that. It encourages a lot of things that I think should be encouraged. For example, playing the objective is more of a goal in order to get you the secondary weapon ammo, and then on top of that, you don't lose it on death. So if you went out of your way to get the objective to then earn the secondary ammo, you don't lose it because you die due to a team suddenly rushing you to get that zone back. So I like that. That's a nice reward to have, and your secondary weapon should feel like a reward to use if you played the objective in the game to help your team win. So, amazing. I love it. Everything about this has been really fun for me. I'm going to show you a clip right now that I found to be really funny, because this guy had no idea what he should be doing or how he should handle me. He's a Titan, and Titans like to hide behind walls. That's great, and that's what they do. As we were engaging each other, as you can see, he was losing his fight, but for whatever reason, he just kept pushing forward. And that, to me, shows that he has a really bad habit. A bad habit of pushing forward to a situation that he had no chance of actually winning, because we're using guns now, and maybe a strategic grenade. Instead, what the guy chose to do was run forward and then, barricade and then run forward again. So little things like that I find to be really fun, because it's going to be a while for people to get out of those habits, I think, anyway. You're also talking to somebody that thinks that Destiny's gunplay feels amazing and the priority focus on PvP and Destiny should be the gunplay. But maybe that's neither here nor there. Throw your grenades all day if you want to. So, the long and the short of this video, I think this is incredibly good for people that are newer to the game, because it allows you to utilize guns and not be spam ability to death, which is super fun. I think this is a right step forward, or a proper step in the right direction. And hopefully we get more game modes similar to this one, and I hope this becomes a new competitive staple. I would much rather utilize my weaponry in the game as opposed to using so many abilities all the time. It shows more skill. And I know that Destiny is not considered to be a competitive game per se, but I would like to see it step more into that direction, because there are so many unique guns in this game that I would like to see shine more. There is unique movement in this game that I think needs to be capitalized on in order to prove that you are, in fact, the better PvP player. A newer player jumping into this mode will learn, because you're a little bit more spongy, that you have the opportunity to survive that if you just react. Anyway, that's the video. Nothing crazy, guys. Hopefully you're enjoying the game mode as much as I am. Love you guys. Remember to keep it zen out there, and I will see you in the next one.